Yo, man, Bootleg Kev Podcast with special guest whose new project, 1984, is officially out everywhere. The homie Gashi.
Yo, what's up? Thank you for having me.
Let's talk about the 80s, bro. I just want to start off because I've been listening to your project, and it is truly nostalgic.
Yes.
In every capacity.
Yeah.
I saw you riding around in the old school Benz.
Yeah.
In the DeLorean.
I got the DeLorean. I got the Benz. I got the Rolls Royce, 1984.
What year were you born in?
I was born in. I'm a 90s baby.
Okay, yeah, because I was born in 87, so I don't even remember the 80s.
Yeah.
So what? Why the 80s?
Basically, I'm in love. I love movies. You know, I love movies, and I have my favorite movies. You know, and one thing that I found myself, so I stopped doing drugs for a while.
Okay.
And I'm proud of myself. I don't.
For a while, does that mean you're like doing them again now?
No, it means for a long time I haven't done them.
Okay.
And
well, congratulations.
Thank you so much. And I feel like I found my drug, and it was John Hughes movies.
Oh wow, Pretty in Pink.
Yes.
Is that a John Hughes? That's a John Hughes.
Yeah,
movie,
I think so. Just like those '80s movies,
Breakfast Club was fire.
You know, all the just like all those movies, even Home Alone. You know, like all those movies. You know, and they make me feel like when I was an immigrant in a different country. Because I'm not from America.
Right.
So when I was in a different country, I would watch the TV as a kid and be like, yeah, I wish I lived in a house. I wish I had all these family members running around. I wish I had like a kitchen, a refrigerator, and a microwave, and my own room and stuff like that. And that was like my dream to have that. Like that was always my dream. And I watch and listen to 80s music to feel like a kid. And that's my drug. So I eat a lot of food. I have a lot of random sex.
Okay, so random sex, food.
And 80s movies with 80s music. And that's what got me to 1984. And I did 1984, 2015. I just never put it out.
So this is a 5-year-old album.
Yeah.
And now it's funny because the 80s have such a like distinct sound, and I would almost argue that like the popular consensus might be that 80s music maybe is aged worse than most other decades of music.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you say? Like,
I don't know.
But it's just, I think it's dope because obviously it was a very brave, and you like you did a whole album.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
1984.
Like, you really committed, bro.
Yeah, I mean, you know, 2020 is the new 1984. And I'm glad I put it out now.
I remember you telling me the story about how you heard Rosenberg play your song.
Yeah.
Like almost like at the tipping point of whether or not you were going to keep going.
100%, man. I was going to drop out.
I think you were taking the trash out or something, right?
Yeah, no, I was going to drop out. I was going to, not drop out. I was going to quit music and go back to college.
And then you heard it on Real 8.
Yeah, so my mom had the thing. My mom had a night shift, and I was driving her at Sunday night shift, 12 o'clock. And while driving her, the song came on the radio.
And it was like a sign.
And it was just like,
your mom was in the car?
Yeah, she was in the car with me.
Oh, that's got to be crazy.
Yeah, and then the feeling of it was so amazing that I was like, yo, I love the feeling so much. I was like, yo, this is like, you know, the younger me is so nuts. Like, I was crazy. Like, I was so crazy. You understand? Like, the way I was thinking then, I laugh. I really laugh. Like,
yo, I feel the same way. Sometimes you'll think back to just the shit that you were like, the way you would act, or the thoughts that used to go through your head when you were like 19, 20, like, damn, well, who the fuck was I back then, man?
Exactly. It's so embarrassing, you know? It's so fucking crazy. Like, I literally thought that I was going to be like the biggest fucking rapper in the world at one point.
I mean, shit, man. Keep chipping away, dog.
Nah, I'm done.
No, I mean artist.
Well,
Fuck rapper.
I am going to be the biggest artist in the
Yeah.
world. That's a different story. But I thought I was going to become a rapper.
Yo, man, you guys got to get RCA in line over there. I thought they dropped the ball on that My Year record. Something crazy, bro.
Yeah,
I thought that shit was a fucking slam dunk. I was like, oh my God, this is the one that's gonna push him over.
Yeah.
Like, how does RCA fuck this one up? I think it's like a perfect example of there's certain times when like labels just don't know how to work certain artists.
Yeah.
And I feel like they don't know how to work you. And it's like,
I'm kind of glad they didn't.
That's fair, because then you would have been in that box.
Yeah.
You would have been in the My Year box.
Yeah, fuck that shit. Like, it's been 2 years since My Year.
That's crazy.
Right?
Yeah,
And
it has been.
It's been
almost 2 years, yeah.
Yeah, it's been 2 years since My Year. But I get booked $100 to $150,000 for one night, one New Year's night, to perform that song.
Solomon helps you with that out?
Yeah.
Shout out to my guy Solomon.
Yeah,
that's my brother. I've known him for 15 years.
That's my guy. So we get paid like the biggest bags on New Year's to perform that song. So I have a song, even though I'm like a singer now, artist now, pop artist, I still get booked to perform that record. So I'm like Mariah Carey on Christmas, on New Year's. Because Mariah Carey.
What was the name of that one chick that had the graduation record? What was that bitch's name? Yeah, one graduation.
As we go on,
you remember that song?
we remember.
Yo, that's like the graduation song, and that's like her only record. But it's like, you know.
But you still play it every
be there
graduation.
forever. It's like a song that'll be there forever. That My Year's.
Exactly. So My Year started a year after it came out. Started the baseball started the baseball season. Ended the baseball season at the championship. Started the basketball season. Ended the basketball season at the championship. So no matter what you say,
it's gonna be my year.
It's gonna be my year forever. So I will forever have that song put money in my pockets and my family pockets.
That's beautiful, man.
Yeah, but going back to what I was saying, I was, I fell in love with feeling like a kid again. And I made this album 2015, and I made it for myself. I didn't want to share it with the world. It was kind of like my Xanax.
It was like, let me throw this on and just vibe.
Every time I would go through my problems, I would play the record. I'd be in my house. I'd turn on an 80s movie. I'd make like a Nutella sandwich and feel like a kid with no problems. And that would get me through life. COVID happened. Everyone hit rock bottom. I felt it was right to put this out. And it's been the greatest responses I've ever had in my entire career for any project, any song that I've ever released. And I've released a lot of songs that have gotten me a lot of...
You were a single god for a couple of years.
Yes. They've gotten me a lot of love, but I've went platinum, on records. I've went triple platinum on records. I've done so much, and I'm still treated like an underground artist, which I love and adore, because I don't want to be the number one artist and everybody forgets about and no one cares about, because the number one artists are not cool, and the artists that are number one are not played at the parties I attend. So, and that's something that I learned from a guy named Black Coffee.
Shout out to Black Coffee.
Yeah, shout out to Black Coffee. He taught me that, and I had to store that in my head, and 1984 was not made for mainstream. Mm-mm.
I mean, listen, I feel like when I heard it, I was like, this is like one of those projects that's like, it's not, like you said, it didn't feel like it was made for radio. It just felt like, hey, it's a concept. I remember when I was a kid, Prince Paul put out a album that was it was like a movie on I think it was called like The Prince of Thieves or some shit. But it was like 50 songs, and it was like a movie. But it was like, yo, this is like dope. It's just a creative, like, it's just, first of all, you're a creator first, you're an artist first, and I think that's true artistry. You're not making it for, the accolades as much as it's like, yo, why not do a concept album in 2020? Because nobody does that shit no more.
Yeah.
The idea of a concept album is like gone away with Spotify and playlists and all that shit.
Yeah, I mean, kids are making music for playlists, and I'm not. And I feel like, Some of the greatest people have hit me up after this album.
I mean, you have Sting on a song.
I know.
And now, I'm not even going to lie to you. I'm not the biggest 80s music guy. Obviously, the Police, legendary. Sting, legendary. I mean, as a kid, my only Sting memory was when he came out and performed Missing You with Puff Daddy at the VMAs. But, like, dog, Sting is one of them guys. He's one of the Jedis.
Yeah, and he feels that way about me now. So
how did that relationship feature happen? Because no one's getting Sting on projects. Like,
I know. My manager played the song for his manager, and his manager played my album for him. And he picked Mama as the biggest song of 2020. And he's like, I would love to be a part of that. So he wrote his verse, cut it, sent it back to me, and then wrote me. And I just think like he did his research, you know. He saw that the New York Times like called me like the trap Phil Collins, because I do like sing like Phil Collins kind of sometimes on trap beats. But like he respected everything, my grind. He heard my story and cut it, sent it back. I loved it, and we just kept in touch. And I haven't had a chance to meet him because of
what's going on
COVID.
in the world? Yeah,
because he's in London. But this has been the best response I've ever had with any song, any music. Nothing but blue checks in my DMs of like legendary artists writing me saying how much they love and appreciate the album, and how much they love my song Lies, and they love my song Mama so much. And, you know, Kanye West probably, you know, people heard Kanye West loves Don't Kill Me and Mama and stuff like that. And like from like people that I've, like similar people, we have mutual friends and stuff, and like just like legendary people listening to my project and writing me. And it just feels like such a blessing, because I released it for me in case I did die, because 2020 is like killing everyone.
You never know.
So in case I did leave Earth, I just wanted to put out a project without someone putting it out for me and adding a bunch of features.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So you said that you essentially had kind of replaced. I'm assuming, would you consider yourself someone who had a drug problem?
No.
Or is it recreational?
I had a mental problem.
Okay.
I think mentally I'm fucked. I was fucked mentally. Mentally I was off, and I was so sad. I was depressed, and I was like a bit suicidal, you know.
How long ago was this?
2013.
Okay.
I was just so down. I was just like just the thought of it is scary, you know. I didn't want to leave my room. Like no one could get me out of my bed. Like I was just so fucked up. I was done. And, you know, like if it wasn't for my mother, I don't think I'd be here. Because, you know, my mom prays for me and stuff like that. Like, I know it sounds a bit stupid, but like prayers really work. Like, you know, people that are connected to the universe, it don't really matter about like what religion you are. It depends on like how connected you are to the universe. And I think my mom's found a way to get, like when her mother died, she found a way to get connected with the universe to like keep her stable. And
like she's tapped in.
She's tapped in, yeah. So she prays for me and stuff. And I think it works. And I'm a bit worried because I don't think I'm going to be as strong when I don't have my mom by my side in a few years. So
I think that we're all worried about that when that day comes, right? When we lose our parents. Like I still got both of my parents, but like, oh, shit, just the thought of like, my grandma just died this year because of COVID.
Sorry to hear that. That's crazy.
She was in a nursing home, and that was one of them ones where it was like, man, so she was like 92. So it was like, okay, you know, kind of
still sad.
Prepping myself for a while, but my parents, I can't even imagine.
Let's not talk about it.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
It's
you know what I always appreciated about you, Gashi, was your energy, man. Like, not only before I met you and interviewed you, I felt like your energy was very like in everything you do, whether it's your social media or your music, it's very prevalent that like your energy is fire. Like, and I remember when I first met you, and we interviewed you in like 2017, I think.
Yeah.
I just remember saying like, man, this dude is like, I just want to see you win. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate it.
And,
Thank
you know, seem like a really authentic guy. Now, since then, I remember that. I think that might have been when you first did the Rock Nation situation.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
And you had some Spotify success.
Yeah. Shout out Tuma. Tuma really helped me out.
Shout out to Tuma, man. He's at YouTube Music now.
Yeah.
Salute to him.
Ever since he left, Rap Caviar is really not relevant.
Yeah. We had the rap caviar conversation off the mic, but yeah. But I'm curious, like, since I first met you to now, obviously you've had a lot of success commercially. You've been through different situations.
Yeah.
I always notice, like, it's almost hard to get through this industry with a certain amount of success without it kind of like tainting you a little bit. Do you feel like you went through that at all, or has running through the industry gauntlet the last few years like affected you in a negative or positive way? Because I feel like it definitely can.
I mean, I think I'm over it. I'm over it. I think that's why I made the 1984 album, because the magic was gone. It's all a lie. It's all fake. It's not real.
Meaning?
You know? Everything.
Okay.
Everything's not real. Your favorite artist right now, the biggest pop star in the world, has 100 million followers, and 90%.
And 90% of them are bots.
100%. Yeah, fake. And I wish the normal human brain, like, I wish that normal human being would wake up and just see how stupid this is. Like, the likes are fake, the comments are fake,
the YouTube views.
Everything's fake. Like, everything's fake. So they look at me and they say things like, "Damn, Gashi, he only has 23 million views on YouTube, or he only has 200,000 the first week. Damn." Like, those are real people. Like, those are legit real people. You understand? Like, you know, these people are buying 500 million streams on Spotify. Frank Sinatra is not even getting that after a Joker movie comes out and the theme song is that song. Usually the songs go up, but those numbers are not even flying. You understand what I'm trying to explain to you? I'm trying to explain to you is, like,
there's a curtain that can be pulled back with this music shit, man. And I've started to see it a lot, man.
Yeah, it's just so bad. I live in a scary time. That's all I'm saying. I live in a scary time. Movies are not the same. Music's not the same. Everything's so microwaved. The kids are brainwashed. They don't know. They like things because it's cool to like it. It's such a terrible time for music, movies, and everything. And
probably the most judgmental time too we've ever been. Like,
yeah,
like you can't even make a mistake anymore.
No, you get canceled. You know,
it's like they want like people are just waiting for you to fucking say something they don't.
I'm kind of waiting for me to get canceled because
just to get it over with.
Just to get it over with. You know what I'm saying? It's like having COVID. You know?
Yo, that's some real shit, bro. Like, just get it out the way. Because, you know, like you and I are, like, when we grew up, like, I'll be listening to some old Eminem shit sometimes, and I'm like, fuck, man. How is it, like, how are they not picketing in front of his house in Detroit right now?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to bring that up. I don't want to bring that up because I just.
But it's fun. It's funny.
Fucking crazy.
It is crazy.
But I'm not going to bring that up because I don't want to give any of these trolls
wrestling sucks.
Ideas.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't want to bring that up because, like, honestly, Marshall Mathers LP changed my life.
Bro, he has a whole entire song about murdering his mother. Like,
bro, murdering his girlfriend. Kim is one of my favorite. See, like,
and raping his mom, for the record.
Yo,
Kim, kill you.
Kim is, you know, when he murders his girlfriend, and on the album, it's one of the most insane things I've ever heard in my life. And I wish I had a video. That's one thing that I wish. Like, there should be a video on that song. Like,
they never did a video for that. Right?
I wish they did. It would have been so amazing.
We just got the album cover that had her in the trunk.
Yeah,
and that was on the Slim Shady LP.
Yeah. The second one was him and sitting down. But yeah, man, you get canceled. I don't give a fuck about anything going on right now. I don't give a fuck about who your favorite rapper is. I don't care. Like, none of this stuff matters to me anymore. I think it's irrelevant where I'm at. I'm really in 1984 right now. When I made this project, I kind of wanted to be in that era. I wanted to try time travel to 1984, and I'm stuck there, and I enjoy it here. I enjoy it where I am. You know, I bought a house for my mom and dad. I bought a house for me that I don't live in. I still live in my old apartment. People still wait for me in my old apartment, ask for pictures. I take a picture and I walk to the store, come back like as if nothing is happening. I drive my cars and I don't want to change anything in my life. The music comes out. I don't want a house full of my friends doing drugs, doing TikToks. Like
I was about to say, that's just the Hollywood gauntlet right now.
Yeah.
Fucking house full of a bunch of TikTokers on coke.
Yeah.
And Xanax.
Exactly.
That's literally the fucking holy shit.
Yeah. And that's not me. You know what I'm saying? That's not
Just
me.
random aspiring artists moving to LA and then bunkering down in a room and
Yeah.
then fucking the hills with 11 other guys who have fucking.
Yeah. It's like the worst. Like I'm not.
Yo, it's so crazy you say that because people who aren't in, first of all, who don't live here and who aren't in our industry, that is literally so much of what's going on in LA right now.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I mean, good for them. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not mad at them, but it's just not my world. I don't give a fuck. Like, I rather just be home watching movies. Like, you know what I mean? Like, when was the last time you saw a movie like Belly? When? You're never going to see it again. You're not. You're just not. You know what I'm saying? Now they're redoing Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. They're going to ruin it. They ruined Lion King.
They ruined Full House.
They ruined Full House. They're going to ruin everything. Everything that we've ever loved, we live long enough to see it get ruined. Every single artist that we've ever loved, we live long enough to watch them go on Instagram and completely throw everything down the drain. It's such bullshit. I just want to get popping. I want to delete everything and go away. Like, I'm not where I want to be yet because I still want to release the music and I need social media for my label so I could do it.
Right.
But the best part is when I'm completely done and I'm officially done, just release the music and get the fuck out the way and go hide. That's all I want to do, you know what I mean? And I'm not angry. I'm not unhappy. I'm so fucking happy. I have a dog and shit. I feed my nephews. What
kind of dog you have?
I have a golden doodle, and he's the fucking man. He's like, I have better conversations with him than I do humans. And
I think we all, I have a well, my wife has a Pomeranian that's by default my Pomeranian, and I named him after the Big Lebowski. His name's Jeffrey Lebowski.
Sick. My dog's Preston. I named him after Blank Check.
Fire.
Yeah.
Blank Check. Tone Loc is in Blank Check.
Yeah. I love that shit.
I just miss those early 90s kids movies,
Disney.
like Little Giants and shit. Like, why don't they make some shit like that anymore?
They don't.
Shout out to Icebox,
they don't.
Man.
Like, so Icebox is the shit, you know. But like, they don't. They just don't. They don't. They're not creative, and that goes back to what I'm trying to explain to you. 1984. It's about a kid who goes to his friend Danny's house, and Danny's showing him his new crib, and it goes, I found this time machine. I don't know if it works, but the guy that they say died, I don't think he died. I think I know where he went. Puts me in a time machine, sends me to 1984, and then the album starts. And like, when did you feel like that? Last time you felt like that was probably Universal Studios. Like, you've never felt that way. You know what I'm saying? So
it's a nice mental vacation for people to jump into during these times.
Exactly.
Hit play and just zone out.
Get the fuck out. Get in your car and feel like you're in a time.
You said something earlier about people buying Spotify streams.
Yeah.
I know that. How much of a thing is that?
It's like 95% of people that are like popping are buying Spotify streams, and then they get their music to be playlisted, and these motherfuckers will get like 100 to 200 million plays a month. And you're like, how the fuck are they doing that? Like, why aren't there bigger songs from like 3 years ago, Fast as This? The song's not even that good. And it's like they're trying to make it look like they're getting bigger and better, but it's really backwards.
Well, that's what I wanted to ask you, because you, as an artist, you've been on both sides of it, right? Because like Tuma, like really a lot of your early singles, 2016, 2017, like benefited a lot from real, real. You said, when Rap Caviar was really relevant, like changing careers and shit.
Yes.
He took a chance on you because at the time you weren't.
I wasn't popping.
And now that doesn't happen. If you're not popping or you don't have some sort of social, like you're not making it on Rap Caviar.
Hell no.
But I'm curious, like, what would you say to like an artist who like, because it almost, unfortunately now, if you're going to get signed I don't even know if you should get signed, but if you're going to get signed by a major label, you got to do most of the work before they come into the picture.
I mean,
right? Like, it's like
yeah.
they want you to make sure that you got all this,
Dude,
and this going before.
Honestly, I love my RCA label. I love them as humans.
Right.
I love Peter Edge. I love him so much. I really do. Truly, I could look at that man's eyes and know that he believes in me. It's not bullshit, you know? I love Mark Pitts. I love everyone at the RCA building because I know they believe in me.
Right.
You understand? It's not bullshit. But, you know, a lot of people don't have that. I mean, I'm shooting videos for a lot of money. You know, they give me money. They send me money. Anytime I need money, RCA takes care of me. So not a lot of artists do that. They sign and then they have to do it themselves. So you just basically sign to have somebody watch you pop off so they can take your money. It's the most backwards thing I've ever seen.
That's what I was trying to get to, yeah.
Yeah, so it really depends on your situation, you know. My situation's different. It took me 10 years to be where I'm at. 7 years to get my deal. Hopped on a plane. I turned up at a studio office.
No one plays their own music for people like you, by the way.
Thank you, man. I mean, I love my music.
There's an art to that, though. Like, yo,
Yeah.
no matter, like, when you play your shit, if you're getting everybody on your level, bro, because you be fucking, it's that energy I was talking about earlier.
I love my...
Everyone should be as confident and into their own shit as you.
Honestly, though, if you're not, you know, I look at you have kids, so you should know what it's like. Like, you know, I look at my music as like my child, you know, like when I show it off, I'm proud of it.
Yeah.
And you don't show your child, unless you're not proud of your child, but like, you don't show your child and be like, yeah, this is my child. That's it. Throw them out the window. You know what I mean? Like, nah, this is my child, and I'm going to rep for my child, and I'm going to dance with my child, and I'm going to show you why my child is important. So
I think that's the attitude most people should have. So with this project, being like a passion project, I know you're working a lot. Like, how much, and I'm assuming you didn't plan on putting this project out at the beginning of this pandemic, or was this always kind of in the cards for you? Like,
I mean, I don't know. I wanted to put it out, but I didn't think the pandemic thing was going to happen. I wanted to put it out.
Like, was this the plan to be your next album, or
No.
or was there other music?
No, there's another album.
Okay, so that's what I was gonna ask.
There's another album.
There's got to be some more.
Yeah,
shit.
there's another album that, you know, RCA didn't fund the 1984 album. I funded it. RCA didn't. RCA didn't give me the push.
Almost like they treated it like it was like a mixtape or something, I guess.
Yeah, like RCA, I still love RCA.
Hey, if something pops off on this, we'll get behind it.
Yeah.
But this is clearly your
Yeah,
passion
yeah.
project, and let's see what it does. And
RCA, they believe in me, and one thing that RCA does, which is great, which labels don't do, is they allow artists to be themselves and do what the fuck they want to do, you know? And RCA allowed me to do what I wanted with this album. And I didn't get the big label push on 1984. It's more of like my shit. But surprisingly, I put it out, and
it's killing it.
It's killing. And it's like, the people are losing their minds, man. People,
I feel like it's a cleansing of everyone's palate sonically. We were talking about that off the camera, just like with what's going on in the world. Clubs aren't going on.
Yeah.
There's like, people are looking for like music to sit with.
Exactly. Like, dude, like, if I were to die, this shit would be like my big one. You understand? Like, if I'm gone, like, in no exaggeration, if something happens to me, this album is gonna be legendary, classic, timeless, iconic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if you don't feel like that about your project, then you shouldn't put it out.
That's fair.
And this is not me bragging about me. This is me with Rolling Stone magazine interviews, Forbes doing some of the greatest, biggest interviews with some of the most relevant interviewers of all time that have interviewed icons, telling me this is an iconic album. So the way I feel about it, it's through the people telling me, not me telling myself. You know what I'm saying? I can't toot my own horn. That only could get me as far as getting me somewhere. But when the people that have the right credentials tell you, yo, this is an incredible project, then it kind of makes you, this is, okay, I was saying Stairs album, which is my first one, is my late registration.
Okay.
Or College Dropout.
I was going to say that's Kanye's second album, but okay.
No, because I have Foreplay.
Okay. Yeah, true.
So that's my...
And you had a lot of singles.
That's my College Dropout, Foreplay. And my late registration is Stairs. And let's just skip a few Kanye albums. And Gashi is my Graduation.
This is your 808s.
This is my 808s.
Changing music.
Exactly.
Because 808s did change music.
Exactly. This is my 808s.
Yeah, I would say 808s and Yeezus are two like albums Kanye put out that just sonically changed like the direction of like hip hop or music.
Yeah, and my Dark Twisted Fantasy as well.
Yeah, of course. I just mean in terms of like
sound. Yes. You
know what I mean? Like,
I agree. And my next album is going to be my Dark Twisted Fantasy, my version.
Fire. And
then after that is going to be my Yeezus. And then you don't know where I'm going to go with it. But the key is to never make the same song twice. Never make the same sounding album. I always wanted to make my shit sound like I want to make, when I'm in the theme, I'm in the theme. My next project, I want it to feel like 90s dance music,
Okay.
Like I want it to feel like a gay club. Like that's how I want my music to feel. Like I want it to feel like, shout out to all my gay fans too. Like they
shout out.
Shout out to all my gay fans. Like they have some of the most incredible taste ever. And they put me on all the time. Like listen to this, listen to that. And I kind of I appreciate how much love I get, not from everyone, but
so sonically you want to go and like, when I think of like what you just said, I don't know why Night at the Roxbury just popped in my head.
Yeah. That's true. Night at the Roxbury, like those kind of vibes.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Ace, bro, like that's the fucking, that's the vibe.
You can pull the Will Ferrell, or what's the other guy's name? The tiny guy? Something Can?
I don't know. He's locked up.
Yeah. Oh, is he?
I think so, yeah.
Damn. That'd be crazy if you get that.
But, man, like, bro, like, we're not here forever, man. Like, do what you love, bro. Like, people, I swear, if you see how fast people move on after somebody dies in 2020, you think twice before thinking about what someone else is going to say about you.
That's fair, man. Another thing I think that's important for people who don't necessarily have the that aren't aware of your come up, like we spoke about this a few years ago, but I think it's like just really inspiring how your music career kind of almost stopped, right?
Mm-hmm.
You had a scholarship to play football?
Yeah, I played football. I had a scholarship. I dropped out, and then I was going to register for school again, and then Peter Rosenberg played my song on the radio. I was driving real late, 12 o'clock. I pulled over, told my mom I'm not going back to school, kept going, got my deal. I got shelved. I had to find a way out of my deal. I got my deal. My documentary.
What was your original deal?
With Jason Flom, Lava Records.
Oh, okay.
If you want, there's a documentary out right now that I just put out.
Just put it out.
Yeah, it's called Now You Know. Check it out. It's a documentary I put together, and now Netflix has called, and they're interested in doing a whole movie. So
that'd be crazy.
Yeah. So you don't know. I might go into the movie business. You don't. That's my dream, like doing movies and stuff like that.
I mean, I feel like, now's the time, bro.
Yeah.
I've also heard you allude to being around before you were Gashi. Obviously, you were always Gashi, but before you were known as Gashi on a big level, being around a lot of the biggest artists in the world, but before they were the biggest artists in the world.
Yeah. Always.
And maybe either giving them some sauce, helping them on records.
Yeah.
And
I've always have.
So you've did you was there ever a point in time where you were just writing for people, or you were?
Yeah, I mean, I was writing for people. I was let's just say, because I don't like saying too much, especially about my past. I feel like I feel like if you're watching this interview, I want you to completely kill me, or kill the person that you knew
of
me.
Right.
Kill him completely, because that old me is like officially expired. I'm officially somewhere else. But I wrote music for people. Yes, I did. I've helped so many people out, and I've seen them become millionaires, blow up, and forget me. And I've seen it so many times that I feel nothing towards it. And when they see me, they can't look me in my eyes. They look down. So,
damn.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's not. I feel bad for them. I don't feel bad for myself anymore. I feel bad for them because they've completely lost themselves. I feel bad for them. You know, they've completely killed themselves. You know what I'm saying? And
you're still you.
I'm still me, and I could look into a mirror and know that that's me. I don't have to put on an act that I'm not worried. I could sleep at night without taking no drugs. I'm fine. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I feel bad for them, you know, and I'm sure every time I see them, they wish that it never happened.
That's fair. I mean, you also too have like, I feel like, you know, there's very few in the music industry. There's a lot of acquaintances, right? There's a lot of people that we come in contact with. They're like, yeah, I'm cool with them. Like, you know, yeah, let's get up, let's work. Never happens.
Yeah, let's do lunch.
Right. But there's like very few friends. Like, and I feel like DJ Snake is one of those guys for you.
Yeah, it's my brother, man. Yeah, good dude.
And I know you guys creatively have had a sick history.
Yeah, he's my guy. Snake's my guy, man.
I was gonna say, who else is on that list for you?
The reason people don't understand, the reason why I'm so close with Snake has nothing to do with just the music. I think I had a warrant for my arrest, and I had gotten in trouble in New York, and I don't want to get too deep into it because, you know, thankfully the case got dropped, and I don't want to bring it back up. It was a nightmare, and I handled my business, you know, as a brother, you know. I handled my business. Someone attacked my sister, and I handled my business.
Did what you're supposed to do.
Exactly. And I think I handled my business and took it a little too far. So I had to escape the country and go to Iceland. So,
what year was this?
This was 2015.
Shit.
Yeah, so I basically handled my business, and I needed bail money, and DJ Snake put the money up when all my friends didn't pick up the phone or want to give me money. So I'm loyal to that man. Even if he pulls some weird shit, I'm still loyal to him based on what he did for me.
He held you down, yeah.
He held me down at a point where I needed him. So, you know, that man could shoot me, and I still wouldn't be mad at him. So
I mean, those are very, very rare friendships to have, man.
Yeah.
Iceland, I feel like Iceland is a country that is not icy.
No, it's cold.
It is cold. What was it like?
That's cool.
Because you. I feel like you originally, like, a lot of your core fan base was overseas.
Yeah, still is.
It's,
you know,
right. You have a huge following overseas.
Like 1984 just changed everything. 1984 just changed everything. Now I'm having fans in America.
Well, you have fans in America,
of course, but like it's getting.
I hear what you're saying.
It's getting to that point where it's like, I can't go to Starbucks.
Yeah, that's
in America anymore. So it's like it's becoming where it's like I'm becoming super successful on both areas, which is weird because I loved feeling like a celebrity in Europe, and then coming back, it just turning
being able to just relax,
turn it off, you know. Snake, I love Chris Brown. Chris Brown to me is the most talented super artist all right, check this out. A lot of people are going to not understand.
Well, everything you're about to say, I think I say all the time about him. But go ahead.
Okay, so people are going to get upset, but suck my dick. I don't care. The thing is, we judge the man based on his past and what he's done, and fuck you. Like, okay, we all make mistakes, right? I don't think as a human being. See, like, we have legends like the Beatles and stuff like that. You know, we have Michael Jackson,
Right,
and
yeah.
we have legendary artists, and I love that we do have that on Earth. It's amazing, but nobody can last with Chris Brown on the dance floor or keep up with him musically, or Chris Brown will dunk on your favorite artist and put his balls on their fucking head. Chris Brown will outdance them. Chris Brown will outsing them. Chris Brown will outdo them anyway. Chris Brown will fuck your favorite artist bitch in front of them and they won't do nothing. The Chris Brown is one of the greatest fucking things that's ever happened in history of the world on earth. This man, I've seen Chris Brown float in the air, like float in the air.
He's just levitating on motherfucker.
I'm being serious. I've seen Chris Brown float in the fucking air with Timberlands on and a bubble jacket. Stay in the air for 6 seconds. I've seen Chris Brown do things that a human is not supposed to be doing. Chris Brown is the most talented person. He's an alien, and something's crazy. The fact that he's just too good for Earth. And just give him his flowers now. He's made mistakes. Move the fuck on. You know what I mean? Move the fuck on. Like, he's made mistakes and we get it, but like, stop judging him off of that. Like, let's talk about what bro, so many hits, so much shit that this man does is so special. And I apologize for getting crazy, but like, dude, like, he is so talented. And it's like, people try to downplay it as if it's not there. It's like, yo, bro, the sky is fucking blue and you can tell me it's any color you want, but
it's blue.
But it's fucking blue. You know what I'm saying? You got all these fucking, the industry is full of shit shine. And that's that. Industry equals shit shine. What's shit shine? It's all these artists are shit and they shine it. And they make you believe it's good. Chris Brown is not shit shine. Chris Brown is what happens when you give money to an actual talent artist.
I always say this about Chris Brown. He's probably the most talented human being that we've ever seen. Because like you said, not only is he the best dancer, he could paint a mural on the side of his house,
bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like the level of artistry and talent. Like, you could say whatever you want about him, but talent wise, there's nobody we've ever seen that's on his level.
No,
and so I've been seeing, like, and no disrespect to Drake, because Drake is obviously a Jedi, but like, I've been seeing like a tweet going around that I think Fat Joe called Drake like our Michael Jackson. I'm like, no, it's Chris Brown.
It's Chris Brown.
And unfortunately, like you said, there's like a tainted aura still around Chris Brown when those conversations happen, but it's crazy when he is literally the most talented human being that's probably ever made music. He can do everything better than everybody. And he can paint. This motherfucker can play basketball.
This dude could do, bro. I've seen, bro. So I've been working with Chris Brown on this Breezy album coming out, and
he's incredible.
And I've never seen an artist go in the booth without writing anything. I thought I was the only one who did that, and the only reason why I started doing that was because I used to work with Nipsey, and he taught me that. I had a session with Nipsey, and I saw he didn't write, and then I started doing that where I would say something, cut, and then punch in. And the way Chris Brown records, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to get too deep into the topic, but he's just so talented that it's a shame. It's a shame how the world tries to, like, downplay it as if, like, after this interview, there's going to be people on the comments, or people going to be on my tweets on my Instagram bitching at me, and it's just going to be full of fucking people that are, like, got nothing going on in their life, and they're coming at me because of what I said. You know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of those idiots. But like I want to give Chris Brown his flowers while he can still smell them, and I just want to continue to do that.
And I want to also say, like, as somebody, I've been critical of Chris Brown's personal decisions throughout the years, and I'm not even necessarily like I'm a grown ass man, so I'm not like riding around bumping Chris Brown a lot of times. Like, I'm not like the biggest fan of like Chris Brown, but like, you got to acknowledge he is a alien, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
How can you not watch this? And there was this versus battle shit, and I'm like, I was thinking like Chris Brown versus Usher, but like Breezy has a bag that like he could get into that like he can do 60 records. Like,
yo, man,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, he could like, yo, the features, like just the rap and shit.
Like the verses thing, right? You're talking about that?
Yeah.
Like Usher's.
I don't think anybody could beat Chris Brown in the verses.
But it goes back to what I was saying.
Maybe Drake. But I think that's
no
but
way.
I'm saying that like that might be the only like
no way.
But I think I'm glad that he turned that shit down.
I'm telling you, there's no way. There's no way. No Drake, no nothing. Nobody could outbeat Chris Brown. Nobody. And from Deuces to
nobody can outdance him either.
No, bro. I'm just telling you, he's incredible. He's incredible.
Like he just floated out a Young Thug collab album,
bro,
like with no rollout and go crazy. You know, just hit #1 on radio.
Bro, Say You Love Me is one of the most incredible songs on that project. Go Crazy is incredible. He continues to make hits. He continues effortlessly. It's so light work for him. I just we're gonna move on. But Chris, I love Chris, and I think he's incredible, and he's one of my friends, and I'm so thankful to say he's my friend. He called me, checked up on me during the pandemic, make sure my family's good.
Right.
Always checks up on me. Like such a big-hearted person, you understand? And he's incredible. Another person that's really dope is Skrillex.
Nice guy.
Sonny's a sweetheart, man. But Adele is incredible, big-hearted person.
How crazy is it that like Adele, who's again one of those people who might have like maybe the best voice we've ever heard, like maybe like top 5.
Yeah, it's like the last icon.
Like Jesus Christ, like that's like another one we were talking about. Like when someone's so talented, like that's the right person who got the deal and got the money. Like holy shit,
yeah,
she's one of the greatest singers of all time.
Yeah, but these are the people that are like incredible people, incredible.
You and Adele have a solid relationship? Or?
She's the person I met that I'm friends with. She's awesome. I like Sam Smith. Sam Smith is cool. Who else? I'm friends with
I know French always,
Yeah, French Montana. French.
What about the other big Albanian in music? You and Action got any sort of
So me and Action Bronson made a song together. He's supposed to be on the Gashi album. He's supposed to be on my interlude. And I never put it on the album.
And you guys are both like such great dudes.
I love him.
He's incredible. Shout out to him. He's losing weight, getting his health together.
He's a special soul, man.
So he was supposed to be on the album.
Yeah, I got together with Action Bronson as loft in Queens, and I was watching his paintings because I paint as well, and he paints. So he was just smoking weed there, and he was like, we knew each other. First time I met him, it was me, him, and R. Kelly, and we were just hanging out in Manhattan.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was just...
Yo, that sounds like an amazing, just one day recreate that in cartoon
Yeah,
form.
it was just so weird. There was like something that Noisy was doing, and we were there, and then we didn't really get a chance to talk, but he always showed me love and always gave me like a heads up and always talked to me. And the second time we met up on the street. He knew about me. He knew I was Albanian coming up, and he's very competitive, Action Bronson.
Very much so.
He don't like keeping people around him. His circle's super tight. So he sees this other Albanian guy. He's like, I don't know how I feel about this. Boom, boom, boom. So I'm popping off. My ear's going off. I'm all over Times Square. So he invites me. He's like, okay, he's booming. Let me just bring him in, see what's up. So I go to his apartment. He's smoking weed, having a conversation with me. His leg is broken or something. And he's just going through it. And, I played him the 80s album. Not the album that was coming out, but I played him the 80s album. I bet you he
loved it.
He's like, yo, you're not a rapper. And I was like, I'm not. And he's like, shit, I thought you were a rapper. And then he opened up and like, you're just the sweetheart. He's like,
he's the best.
He's the fucking best. I love him. And he cut this verse for me, and we never got a chance to make the album because it was so late, but I still have it. And it's so funny. It's like, I'm just gonna play it. It's exclusive. No one's ever heard this.
That sounds hard, bro.
Yeah. It's the interlude, the outro to my first This is the outro to my first Gashi album. Sounds like a sample. It's not. Not much to do. Make sure you get that Gashi album, because a lot of people slept on the outro. This song was incredible. Shout out to Logan Hyde. It's me.
Now I rise through the floor like Michael Jackson at the Super Bowl. Grab my crotch, I'm the bully of the sandbox. I need like 15 hands for all these damn watches. But no time for games, bitch. I'm not playing. I'm not saying who I did crime with, I will not say. You will never vomit on the yacht with Ye. Me neither. Revenge is sweeter with the handcuff. Double-headed eagle on the handle of the heater. I do this for my freedom until I meet Aaliyah. We'll be acting crazy. Throwing bosses at a moving car past the haze. Bitch, I'ma smoke until my thumbs start burning. You know I'm stronger than the Steiner brothers put together. Sometimes I'm too drunk to fuck. Left my old bitch like some skin off a snake. And I can see the moon in the daytime. I might just light myself on fire with a great mind. With a great time.
Listen, man, you got to figure out something to put that verse on, bro. Because that's one of them action verses. He didn't just give you a throwaway, bro. I think he realized that was a moment.
Yeah, it was a moment, man.
Because he came through.
He did.
Strong as both the Steiner brothers. Man, come on, bro.
Yo, as I rise like Michael Jackson at the Super Bowl.
That's a way to start a verse.
Yeah, he said hand on the heater with the two-headed eagle, which is Albanian thing. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Yeah, I love it.
Are you gonna? I mean, you got to repurpose that verse, man.
You never know. I got to link up with Action, man. I got to.
That shit is fire.
It is. And you know what, man? I love him, dude. I love him. I respect him, and I'm so proud of him. And he's losing weight now and getting his health together.
He's getting his shit together.
Yeah, congratulations on his son.
And he's all, for the record, like he's always like had his shit together. It's not like, but I just think that we all have our vices, and food for me is my vice.
Mine too. But he always had his shit together. But like just to see him trying to be like healthier, to live longer for his son. It's a beautiful thing. You understand? And I'm just proud of him. I love him. I love to see my people do well, and I'm winning. I'm not. This is not a conversation of me as a loser. A lot of people say nice things about people when they're losing. I'm actually a fucking winner right now. This is me talking as a winner.
I would love to see you guys officially do something. I mean, you guys have done something.
Yeah.
But I just think Action's one of my favorite rappers, and that's dope. Yo, look, man, quick break from the podcast to tell you about Odd Socks. All right, they're our official sponsor. They support what we do here at the Bootleg Kev Podcast. All right, they got them Nickelodeon joints. They got these. Shout out to Ghostbusters. I might keep those. Anyway, what you got to do is hit that oddsocksofficial.com. If you want to support what I do, the Bootleg Kev Podcast, then support our partners, Odd Socks. Go buy some socks, man. Holidays are coming up. Oddsocksofficial.com. Keyword Bootleg Kev. You're getting 20% off of the most comfortable socks in the world. Shout out to Odd Socks. You spoke about how you meeting Nipsey changed your life.
Yeah.
Kind of, obviously, Nipsey's one of the greats. Rest in peace, man. He was a close friend of mine. Still can't believe, man, it's about to be 2 years next year in March. What was your interaction with Nipsey, and how did that affect you? Because
Isn't it crazy?
Had that energy.
You don't think that's crazy? The fact that like I'm becoming one of the pop artists, like one of the big pop artists. Like I'm becoming like Phil Collins, like the New York Times said Phil Collins.
It's a whole nother type of pop we're talking to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like iconic, timeless,
yeah.
iconic pop, right? And I'm becoming that. And so say this, right? Say Gashi becomes the new like George Michael, Phil Collins, Sting of this generation, where I'm like timeless and everyone's like coming to my shows are sold out. I'm doing
just, the Garden.
Yeah, just saying.
Bringing Garth Brooks out.
Yeah,
like Billy
twice.
Joel
Like doing
right.
sold out Garden twice.
Right.
Becoming legendary. Kids are losing their mind. I'm becoming like fucking insane, right? To say there's videos of me and Nipsey in the studio after that. How insane is that story?
Yeah, no, I think it's a your come up, man.
It's insane.
Coming up as a rapper out of New York.
It's insane.
Yeah.
It's crazy. You know, I met this guy through, shout out to my friend Austin Rosen. He made it possible. He brought Nipsey to the studio, and Austin manages Post Malone. Like he's the reason for Post Malone being as big as he is. Austin Rosen brought Nipsey to his studio, brought me in, played the record. Nipsey loved it, told me I was dope enough to really make it happen. And after I met Nipsey, I felt it was real and I could drop out and make it happen. He made me feel that way.
So Nipsey was coming in to lay a verse for you, or just to work? And
so Nipsey came into the studio with this guy named Johnny and
Shipes?
Yeah. And
shout out Cinematic.
Yeah, Austin was like, well, I want to get Nipsey on this record. I want to play him the record. So we played him the record. He's like, yo, this shit's tight.
This was your record?
This is my record,
okay.
Yeah. And then we got, Nipsey was like, this shit's fire. We just jumped in the booth, cut it real quick. And then he's telling me, you know what I mean? Like, I was telling him, like, I really want to do this shit. And he was like, oh, your shit fire, bro. Like, you can do it. And like Nipsey was my favorite upcoming rapper.
Yeah.
So I was telling Austin about him. I was like, I could get him on a verse like it's nothing, because he was just coming up. So you could get Nipsey on a verse, you know? And because I was looking at Nipsey like our generation Snoop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think when he first came out, that was kind of like, they looked very similar.
They look similar.
They both had very similar, not similar, but they had each of them had a very distinct tone.
Yeah, and they look like they look like he's a Crip, and
right.
Like, he was just so hard, like
tall, skinny,
yeah. with the plaids and the jeans and the Converse.
Yeah.
Like it was just so Snoop, and I was just like, yo, this guy's gonna be our Snoop, our icon, and I was like, he's gonna be the biggest. And everybody around me is like, what the hell are you talking about, dog? I was like, yo, can I get him on a verse? It's like, I can make that call. That's nothing. You know what I mean? Everyone around is like, it's not a big deal. But I think you know what, like, not to toot my own horn, man, but I think I have the vision to see somebody in 20 years, to see somebody in 10 years, to see somebody. I could look at somebody and know if they're going to be somebody or not in the music business.
Yeah, man. Nipsey was one of those guys. The first time I met him was in 2009. He came and freestyled on my show in Boise, Idaho, when I was doing radio in Boise.
Wow.
That was my first full-time job.
Crazy.
And
killed it, bro.
Murdered it. Yeah, he had a mixtape out called Bullets Ain't Got No Name.
Oh, I love that. I still play it.
Yeah.
Part 1 and 2, right?
2 is my shit. Roll the Windows Up is my shit.
Oh, my God.
But yeah, rest in peace to Nipsey. You mentioned being around Austin early. I feel like generic fans of music might compare you and Posty together.
Yeah.
Just because you guys have a lot of tattoos. And,
yeah, just because we're both fat white boys.
Fair enough. Were you around Post early on?
Yeah, I mean, I was friends with Post. I was friends with Austin. I was friends with them. We'd ride around in my mom's car and like play music, and we had like very similar tastes. Like we liked the same shit. And
early on, like you said that you could see kind of people ahead of their time. Did you see Post like and be like, you know, hey, this guy could be one of the biggest artists in the world?
I didn't see that Post. I knew he was a special soul.
Like he's a good dude for sure.
He's a great guy.
Yeah.
And he was just a special energy, and like we'd laugh, you know. He's this kid.
Was this prior to him moving to LA? Or was this around?
I think he moved to LA already at the time, but like, you know, we just drive around my mom's car and listen to the iPod, and he'd play me his stuff, and he was in my video, my first video. You know, it was just weird. Like, you know, yeah, I think me and Posty kind of faded off when people started comparing us, and it became weird. So like,
I feel like that's somebody who, you know, when you talk about like, yo, I was around a lot of the biggest artists early on. Like, do you feel like you might have maybe had some sort of influence on Post early on?
I don't know. I don't know.
Because I first heard him, you probably know Charlie Handsome, Ryan.
Yeah, I love Charlie Handsome.
Yeah, so Ryan, like Ryan's from Phoenix, where I'm from.
Yeah.
And he had reached out to me like when I was doing radio in Tampa in 2014 or end of 2014, and was like, dude, White Iverson. I'm at the time Ryan was telling me he was managing Post.
Yeah, I mean, everybody was
managing Post to some.
Yeah, Rex Kudo,
Dre, you know, whatever.
Dre, yeah.
But yeah. It's interesting because I do feel like you guys, like you like what you just said about his energy and what I said about your energy earlier.
Yeah. We're very similar, you know, we're very similar. We smile a lot, and we have similar music taste, and we like singing and hitting same similar melodies. And, you know, it's another reason why, like, I'm happy I did this 80s album is because, like, you can't compare me to anybody when I sing the way I do with the 80s stuff. And, you know, posters around, and, you know, a lot of artists, you know, like even with Khalid, man, you know, like Khalid, I was driving around. Khalid played me his first album before he became anybody, you know. Like,
wow. Yeah, I feel like Khalid is another one of the early Spotify success stories.
Exactly. Like I was blessed enough to be around all these artists and learn from them as well. As much as they learn from me, I learn from them. And I'm so happy that my career is going the way it is. I think 1984 might be the time. I think this interview is the last interview I do before I get ruined.
Well, don't try not to get ruined. When you say get ruined, what do you mean? Actually, specify.
Like that. I might blow up and just become generic and become Walmart. If it happens the right way, I might become Target.
Do you want? I mean,
that's not what I want. I have no choice. I have no option.
That's true. So it's almost like once you blow up, it's like I feel like I felt this way about the Baby, right? So the Baby, I've been a fan of the Baby for a long time before anybody knew who the fuck he was. We interviewed him 2017. This was when he was doing his diaper shit at South by Southwest. Yeah. And I fucked with his music because he was talking about moving packs and selling weed, and like I come from that world, so I was like I related to his shit.
Yeah.
And like now, I'm not excited to hear new music from the Baby anymore because he's so big that I kind of just like, I'm like, okay, well, like what I loved him for, he's not really doing anymore. Like I'll hear the shit I need to hear.
Yeah. But it's just not
But he's
the same.
like Target now.
Yeah, it's not the same.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I know what it's like, you know.
And it's not like he's not making dope shit still. It's just like, you know, it's like, what you just said, it's like, it's not up to you.
It's not.
You know, and if you, with any amount of certain commercial success, like that just kind of happens.
That happens, yeah. Like my boy's little sister is like was the biggest Billie Eilish fan.
And now she's fucking Walmart.
And now I'm like, yo, Billie dropped a new song. I'm not really into Billie anymore.
I think she's mentally do that. Kanye, I think, was the last artist for me that like, just because like what we talked about earlier with him, where it'd be like, I can't wait to see what he's doing. Even I feel like Travis to a certain extent, but like Kanye, I've lost that with him recently because I really was not a fan of the Jesus is King shit. And
yeah, I'm like I said, man, like
but Kanye like became Walmart, but didn't like. Yeah, it was the Walmart I wanted to go to.
Exactly.
Like, let me go buy some fucking cargo shorts and a Vizio.
I don't remember the last time I felt the way I felt when I turned the TV on and I saw Kanye West wearing leather performing Black Skinhead. That hasn't happened for me in a very long time. And that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to leave it at that. No one's impressive. I love Travis Scott. Good that he does what he does, and that's amazing. But I can't wait to see if he changes his sound. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just not looking. I'm not, you know.
Like the last time where you were like, "Fuck."
When was the last time you said, "Shut the fuck up, don't talk to me. My headphones are on.
Yeah.
I am going to be focused right now." When was that? That has never happened. You listen to it, you're like, "Oh, here we go, generic shit again."
I think when we're talking about the upper echelon of artists, I don't disagree with you. I think that you know, there's artists that I'm like that with, but they're like some boom bap, like yo, fucking West Side Guns, Pray for Paris is out. Leave me the fuck alone. You know what I mean?
But you love that. It's good. That's good that you still find something that you love. You know, you like that. I mean, you know, you have to. I feel like I'm doing that for my fans right now, and that's what makes me happy. My fans are like, shut up. He's dropping something, and I'm going to listen to it because I know it's going to be a different sound. And that's what I got to continue to do. It. The minute I stop doing that, it's over for me, dog. I'm done.
I also think that there's a good chance that we look back at this interview in a year, and that your project, let's say, you know, like you said, influential people are loving it. So we might look back in a year and like, the 80s sound is going to be all over a bunch of people's shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, now, will you get the credit for it? Probably not.
Nah, I never do.
But, you know, I mean, we'll see. But I can definitely see, like, even just the sonics of, like, the production and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could see, like, people tapping in with that now because they're like, oh,
exactly.
This can work.
Exactly. I mean, you know what? One thing I admired about reading in all the magazines after I dropped the album was authentic, real, original. The words that I was looking for was these artists release sounding similar sounding, 80s sounding, but not authentic. Copycats. And you read what they write about my shit is authentic, real, original, and that's the things that I was looking for. And I hit it on the head where it was not sounding like a copycat, and I made a sound that people loved and was original. I brought a sound that was modern, 80s sound.
You and I are movie buffs. You said something earlier how the movies aren't the same anymore.
No,
and they're not.
They're not.
But what's the last movie you saw that like you really, really fucked with, where you were like, yeah, this is a special one right here. For me, it was Uncut Gems. Now I also happen to be I'm a degenerate sports gambler, so I related to that movie.
Oh, I hated it.
Something crazy.
It was so annoying. I hated it.
It was a very stressful movie.
It caused
to watch.
me anxiety. Yeah, it's so much anxiety.
If you watch that movie and you've lived that, you're like, fuck.
Yeah, the best part about that movie was having
Gordette.
Yeah,
I thought it was kind of cool. KG was in there.
He was a great actor in it, but the best part of it was my boy Greg Una.
Yeah.
He's he's an amazing jeweler. He's incredible. He's one of my great friends, and he believed in me. I love him. And but yeah, that movie. I'll tell you the story after we stop this interview.
Oh, about that movie?
Yeah, I'll tell you a story.
That specific movie?
Yeah, I'll tell you a crazy story.
Well, what are you a sports gambler?
No, but I'll tell you a crazy story. Like,
no, but what was that? What was the last movie for you? You saw that like really hit you, like that you're not okay. This is fire, like, and not fire like, you know, because it's on Netflix, but like just some shit that you're like, oh, this is some shit I'm gonna watch in 20 years.
Oh wow,
if any.
I don't know, man. Like the movies recently, I don't know, dude. Like, it's like difficult. Like I watch only old movies. I watch the new ones, but I don't care.
Bad Boys 3 was kind of trash.
She was horrible.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
She was terrible, man. All this shit is garbage. All right, people hate it. Let me say it. Let me just say this. People hated the Queen movie.
Okay, but Bohemian Rhapsody?
Yes, they hated it. Everyone hated it.
I actually liked it.
I liked it. And
dude killed it. The actor killed it. The guy from Night at the Museum, I don't know his name.
Yeah.
That was a good movie.
The
Elton John movie, not so much.
Yo, shout out to Elton John, actually. He's a
legend. I wasn't a fan of
You know, that's one of my biggest inspirations. When I shoot videos, I try to look like him.
Okay. What'd you think of that movie?
It was good. It was. I just think they should have gave a heads up saying it was a musical.
True.
We didn't get no heads up.
You just like saw the trailer and you like dived in. You're like, wait, what the fuck am I watching?
And then you go in there and then you go, ah! It's like, oh shit, it's a musical. But I love Elton John and I love him very much. And if he didn't exist, I don't think I'd be here, honestly, because he's influenced me so much.
What about, are you are you a big TV guy? Like, do you binge watch series and shit? Like,
man, I'm right now watching Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Just rewatching
reruns, and I love my favorite cartoon is Hey Arnold.
Hey Arnold was fire.
Yeah, I got the tattoo on my leg, but
fire.
I love Hey Arnold so much. You know,
Hey Arnold and Doug, two of the most slept on.
Yeah, Doug was cool. I never really got into it like that, but like Hey Arnold was my shit. Like Hey Arnold was my shit. Rocket Power is my shit. But like,
I just rewatched The Wire with my wife.
The Wire. I was friends with the guy Panama. Back in he always believed in me. I have the weirdest connections in the world. I'm friends with the weirdest people. I really am. I'm friends. I'm connected with. I've been through the craziest. My life is insane. I'm friends with the most. You would never think I'm friends with these people.
Yo, man, I mean, I didn't know you were on the run in Iceland. That's fucking crazy.
I know.
Shout out to Iceland.
Shout out to Iceland. But yeah,
what an
man.
interesting place to choose to go to.
I know, but life is crazy right now, you know, and I still can't believe we're in the situation we're in, you know. But no one can run away right now, and that's what's scary. We're trapped in a world right now, and 2020 is the new 1984. And if you ever read George, if you ever read the Orwell book, it's kind of crazy the fact that I dropped the 1984 album after I recorded it in 2015 now, because these are the dark times we're living in, and I think I prayed that we're still alive after the elections.
Election is going to be interesting, man.
Yeah,
it is going to be like you said. It could be it feels like it could be like the climax to the end of the world coming up.
Yeah.
Or the end of the world as we know it.
Yes. So I'm just happy that I released a project. I saw my billboard on Sunset across the street from the Chateau, which is...
I saw that, yeah.
Yeah, because my third album is going to be recorded in the Chateau.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is exclusive stuff that I'm telling you. Actually, I've never told anyone. Third album is recorded in the Chateau because of John Belushi.
That's where he passed.
Yeah, and he's a big influence and big inspiration because he was the first Albanian male in Hollywood.
Wow, I didn't know that. I didn't even know he was Albanian.
Yeah, I have him tatted on me as well.
And have you met his brother?
Yes, I'm Jim.
Jim. Yeah, Jim had a run too, man. That's
I've had lunch with him. I'm friends with his kids and stuff. Like, we talk on Instagram.
So you and the Belushis got some genuine relationships.
Yeah, I've met his brother a couple times, but as far as like John's story,
John just probably a lot of inspiration as a kid, being like, yo, somebody from where I'm from,
has made it into Hollywood. It's never happened. I mean, look at the Albanian artists, Dua Lipa. You know,
I didn't even know Dua Lipa was Albanian. But then again,
it doesn't matter. Look what you're saying.
I don't listen to Dua Lipa.
But hold on though, look what you're saying. Did you know Rita Ora was?
I did not.
Exactly. Look what you're saying. Did you? Yeah. We'll end it there. So there's like...
I just think it's dope that you rep that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think it's important that...
Yeah, make sure that you send me that clip, exactly what just happened right now. Send it to me because I want to post it on my social media. Because, see, my country right now is not on the map on Apple. Apple's not putting my country on the map, Kosovo. And you got all these girl artists right now complaining that they should put it on the map. How are you expecting anyone to put anything on the map if you never put it on the map, if you don't talk about it, if you hide where you're from and you hiding because you want to be cool? I've been repping where I'm from since I came in this business. Nothing's changed. I have that shit tatted. I have Kosovo on my belly. I have it on my hand. You have to see it. I can't hide it. You understand? They don't rep it, and now they don't have us on the map. And it's because you never repped it. And I'm not saying Dua Lipa, because Dua Lipa's been repping it. And she's from London as well. But like a lot of the other girls, they don't rep that shit.
So I'm a little, so as a kid, obviously I remember just on the news, the Kosovo conflict that was going on when Clinton was president.
Yeah.
I'm not educated, so you could educate me. Albania, Kosovo is like kind of...
Albania, Kosovo is we're basically brother and sister, you know what I'm saying? It's the same thing.
Okay, yeah, I mean? I'm just trying to, It's
the same thing, basically. But Kosovo, it's its own country. But Serbia and Kosovo have gone into it because of land. And we got our independence finally, but they still are not acknowledging us as a country on the Google Maps and they're putting us as a number.
Wow.
You understand? That's a problem because we did get our independence. We are a country. Kosovo is our country. The only thing that pisses me off is the fact that, we shared the flag with Albania. We shared the same flag. And then now we have our blue flag, which is like a blue and yellow flag. And I don't really respect that because because my people died for that flag. And now you giving us independence with a new flag. It's like, it's like, you know what I mean? It's like put a Band-Aid over a cut, you know what I'm saying? But You know, I want us to be respected as a country, and I want us to be put on the map. Nothing hurts me more in my heart. It's like every time I land in Kosovo, I feel like I'm getting stabbed in the throat every time my iPhone says "Welcome to Serbia."
Wow.
Because I have families that died. They died. You know what I'm saying? Sorry about that.
No, it's all good, man. I mean, I do feel like
I had families that died for this country to be acknowledged. I have family members, and my people died. My people have been raped. My people have been slaughtered, and they've been through a lot for this country. And now you're not putting us on a map. What type of bullshit is that? You know what I mean? We've been through it all, and we deserve to be respected and acknowledged as a country.
I think it's important to educate people on that because, you know, we just had somebody, my boy Armin from Armenia was kind of educating me on, you know, how a lot of people don't acknowledge the Armenian genocide.
Yeah.
And a lot of people just don't know, you know, and I think that with the Kosovo thing, like for me, I just kind of have like, I guess, a generic remembrance of being a kid and seeing the news and seeing that there was a conflict there, but I don't necessarily know. I don't really know what happened outside of their, you know, just seeing Clinton. I think what did U.S. aid Kosovo?
Yeah, man. We're gonna talk about that when the cameras are off.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
I mean, I just think, you know, at the end of the day, like,
no. What you said. I just don't want to get too deep into it because we'll be in a rabbit hole forever. But what I'm saying to you is, you know, every day I fight for my music, but at the same time, I don't want to forget my roots and where I'm from. You know, even though my people at times could be super toxic on me, because that one day I don't rep or say I'm from Kosovo, they just come down on me so much. Any mistake I make, they come down on me, and it's because, you know, sometimes your people are harder on you than
everyone else.
That's you know true. What I'm saying? So, but I've been repping, and you're proof of that, saying, yo, I always knew you were Albanian, because I've been saying it since the beginning of my career, you know. And I'm changing that. And I just think, you know what, man, I love my country because they keep me alive. You know, once America is over with Gashi and they move on to the next act, my country is going to keep me alive forever. And that's what keeps Drake popping, because Canada loves him. And that's what keeps Rihanna popping, because her country loves her. That's what keeps Kendrick popping, because LA loves him. Right. You know what I'm saying? Once you have your hometown, you could get the whole world, and you will always be relevant. You will always make money because people know you have roots to someplace. When you come and you don't have love in your own country and you think you get popping in a different city, you'll get popping 5 fucking minutes and be out.
And then you're done.
You're done. I love my people. I rep for my people. You know what I'm saying? These pop artists, this is why I love Jim Belushi, and this is why my third album is so about him. It's about me going fully Hollywood. It's about me going fully pop, because he's the only male Albanian to ever be allowed in Hollywood. You know how difficult it is to be accepted in Hollywood. You don't understand.
Especially in the 80s.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm about to be accepted in Hollywood for the first time with this 1984 album. And in my third one, I'm fully going to be Hollywood. Fully be celebrity.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So, like you said, like the Target Walmart reference. Like,
exactly.
This might be the last. Yeah.
This might be the last thing. So it's a big deal when you have 8 girls right now on the Billboard charts that are Albanian, that are killing it. And I'm the only male Albanian to ever do it in America. Ever. They will ever. You don't know when next time you'll see me. I'm a total different beast. You will never, this might be the last time you ever see anything like this in your entire life. That's how crazy it is for my country. Super, 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 super solid, super, super duper solid people. You can't even wear a pink shirt around someone. Super aggressive, manly man. To see me do pop music and dance the way I do, to be acknowledging Elton John and be saying, dressing up with my pants the way they are and doing, it's like such a culture shock. What is this kid doing? Why is he talking to the kids from my country like it's a right to accept everyone for who they are? It's a right to do this. It's a right to do. not being a gangster, throwing up gang signs, shooting people. I'm on New York Times, not because I caught bodies because of my music. It's a total different thing that my country's never seen before. The kids are looking at me like, what the hell? I don't have to kill someone to be famous? Like, I'm totally going in a different direction. And a lot of people are trying to close doors on me that are into Hollywood, but they can't because I'm fully in now. I'm officially in now. You can't stop it anymore. And I earned my way in. I wrote every single song with my bare hands. You can't stop it. I made it. This is why it's a big deal for my country. This is why it's a big deal for a male like me to be in it, because I'm teaching all the kids, rather they're gay, rather they're into like pop music, rather they're actually into the color pink and are probably straight, that maybe they're into the things that they're not supposed to be into. I'm trying to teach them that it's okay. It's okay to like. It's okay to
be yourself.
To be yourself. It's okay to like the things you like. It's okay. And that is what I'm doing. And I think it's the biggest moment for my country.
Well, I guess we'll end it on that, man. 1984.
1984.
Go get it.
Go get it.
And buy some merch.
Yeah, buy merch at GashiWorld.com. Support, man. You know what I mean? And I always donate. To whether it's Global Citizen or a different foundation, I'm always donating again.
And that third album is already. I'm assuming it's already
in the works. Yeah, already. Yeah. So,
are you gonna?
Please watch my documentary called "Now You Know."
It's on YouTube. Everyone should give it a watch.
Yes. And Bootleg Kev, thank you so much. You've always showed me love. I appreciate you.
All good, man.
And just feels good. Feels good to be here. Feels good to be alive. It feels good.
See, this is why I didn't want to do Zoom, man, because this is the conversation we gotta have. We couldn't have this conversation.
I mean, I got
COVID
COVID tests. We have proof. I got COVID tests.
Oh, I believe you. I'm just saying, like, this is why I was like, dude, I know Gashi. I know that me and him have legendary, there's a legendary conversation to be had. We can't do that over a goddamn webcam.
Read that though.
No, I see you're negative. Ladies and gentlemen, he is negative.
Negative. Did the COVID test before I got here. I didn't want to. I know you have a family.
Yeah, no,
I didn't want to bring that to your family. I didn't want to do it.
I appreciate it.
I was trying to take care of everybody. But yeah, negative on COVID. I've been having a lot of fun since my album came out. I don't want to bring that here. But album's out, documentary's out, a lot of things is on the works. And I'm just so thankful to even be here, to even have you interview me.
I thank you for coming, man, because I feel like, you're, like I said, man, your energy is incredible. Your story is incredible. And as much, I'm glad you did the documentary.
Thank you.
Because I feel like that's something that people need to see. And it's, I think that you have a very inspirational story. And anytime, I can help give you a platform to tell it or, be a part of it.
You are right now. Right now. You know what I'm saying? Right now. What's up? This is Gashi. And shout out to Bootleg Kev. Thank you so much for having me. And I'll see you in the future.
Shout out Joey Franchise too, man.
Shout out Joey Franchise. Love you.
Oh my God.